Sevilla in southern Spain is famous for its history and culture. And it is also home to one of Africa's most highly decorated footballers. Cameroon's former Arsenal defender Lauren grew up here. His trophy cabinet is bulging with 2 English Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, 2 Africa Cup of Nations titles and an Olympic gold medal. But he feels that African football as a whole is being let down by poor youth development structures.
I think this is one of the key issues. I mean, if you want to compete in the high level, you have to take seriously and be more professional in the base. We have seen over the years, over the decades, so many individual African players become top players. When I mean deliver is to see an African team winning the World Cup. To be able to compete and win it, we need to do a bit more on the base.
Well, the streets of Sevilla may feel like a world away from Cameroon, but Lauren still retains a close watch on events in his home country. And he's hopeful that the current crop of players can once again restore national pride and challenge for an Africa Cup of Nations title.
It's a young side, many youngsters. They play, most of them, they play in one of the strongest leagues in Europe. But this generation, they still cannot capable to win the African Cup of Nations. We hope this time in Gabon they can deliver, because Cameroon is a strong football icon in Africa, and I hope this could happen in the next African Cup of Nations.
Cameroon's 2014 World Cup ended in controversy and disappointment, having lost all 3 games. Their recent Africa Cup of Nations record is little better. But Lauren is calling for unity under new coach Hugo Bruce.
Since I've been in the national team back in 1998, there are always controversies. And this is one of the issues that we have to work out. I mean, we have to work on it and take it seriously, because to be able to compete, whether it is the African Cup of Nations or in the World Cup, we have to make a step forward to be able to be in the level as the European teams and the rest of the world do.
Lauren spent his best years at Arsenal under Arsene Wenger and was a key member of the season-long unbeaten invincible side of 2003 to 2004. Wenger has been heavily criticised in recent years, but Lauren only has praise for his former manager.
He's still the right man. I mean, if you see all these 20 years, what have he done for Arsenal has been unbelievable. It's been tremendous, because there was a strategy as an institution, and according to that strategy, Wenger has been delivered a lot, because we don't have to forget that there was a time that the club needed to sell players to build a new stadium. So in many terms, Arsenal have done a tremendous job, and we have to consider that, and that's why for me it's one of the best managers in Arsenal history and in the football history.
Football has a habit of making a song and dance out of various issues, but Lauren has high hopes that Cameroon and Arsenal will now move forward to a different tune. Dan Williams, CCTV, Sevilla.